Warning, ads inbound. Warning, ads inbound.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages, welcome to our Saturday stream. How y'all doing? My name is rbPlays. I am your humble host on this side of the screen. Thanks so much for stopping by. If this is your first time here, then by all means, stick around for a little bit, grab a snack, something to drink, see if you like what we do around here, and if you do like it, then consider hitting the follow button. Get notified every time we go live, which is every Saturday, 9 a.m. If you really love the stream, then there are ways that you can support the stream. Missed part of the stream. This grounds for treason. Mogi, good to see you. Cheers. Welcome. Insubordination punishable by whipping by noodles at dawn. I love it. Istrissy, we all know better. It is not your first time here. It's not even your 100th time here. How many streams have I had? Anybody know? I'm sure it says somewhere how many actual streams I've had. I feel like it's a lot. So how's everybody doing? Diamond, you're too willing. Too willing. Whipped by noodles. You're too willing. We figured, well, I don't, can't say that I figured it out, but we are actually streaming on YouTube and Twitch today. Last time we were only streaming on Twitch until about halfway through, and I realized that YouTube was set to private. Apparently that's something that I have to make sure that I check as soon as I go live and make sure, but it is actually working. So we are absolutely live on both. If you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you get subscribed. Don't miss the stream. Also, if you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you smash that like button. How's that for my best YouTuber impersonation? Oh, it's gonna be a good time today, y'all. I'm gonna take my hat off. It's hot. It's hot in my studio. What is the temperature in my studio? I don't have a thermometer in here. Ah, smashed. Diamond Anvil smash. Y'all, I got big news. Well, it's not really big news. It's news. It's an update. That's what we do these monthly live streams for. These monthly just chatting sessions. 52 Saturdays a year, 52 times years equals a huge number. Yes, it equals a big number. I did take a period of time off there for a little bit, kind of towards the end of the pandemic, because I was freaking burned out. I took, was it a year? It might have been a year. If not, it was real close, where I didn't stream at all. But yeah, it's 52 Saturdays. There are a couple Saturdays, like if a holiday falls on the Saturday, we're not going to stream. If it's a big holiday, like a Christmas or something, 8 months. 8 months? It was 8 months that I took off. Okay. It was 8 months that I took off. Yeah, I knew it was a while. But I was burned out. The pandemic had me like absolutely distraught. And it wasn't that I was afraid of going outside or catching COVID or anything like that. It's just there was nothing to do. There was nothing to do other than sit around the house. Movie theaters were closed. Not that I go to movie theaters, but even just going to the grocery store, everybody's like looking at you like you have some kind of plague, and half of them probably did. It was a rough time. You guys remember? It was a rough time. But I'm happy to be here today. Thank you all for joining me. Hopefully we'll have a nice little chill, chatting session today. Nope. What? You don't remember? You kept it civil there? Okay. Good. So I guess the big news in rbPlays, the rbPlays world, is that we got a new thing. If you've been paying attention to the Discord, I posted some pictures. I got a new to me laptop. And if you give me 1 second here, I think this will work. That should ought to work. If you give me 1 second here, we'll go right there. Hey, look, there it is. It's a new to me laptop. Mrs. RB, this used to be Mrs. RB's laptop. And there were some things about it that she didn't like. She's a Lenovo person. This is an Asus ROG Strix gaming laptop. We bought this for her in 2019, I guess. 2019, I guess. And I mean, it works fine. I posted the specs. It's an i7 evil Asus evil. I know. But it's better than the laptop that I had. It weighs a third, maybe a quarter. Quarter would be better than a third, by the way. A quarter to a third of what the Bonobo weighs. The Bonobo is literally falling apart. Like all of the molded stanchions that hold the covers on and all that, they're all broken. Some of the cover for the hard drive bay broken. It's molded plastic. It's not meant to last forever. Is what it is. But anyway. Yeah, exactly, Astrisi. Anything is better than what I had. That's what JB Weld is for. So I am going to fix it up a little bit. It can't be my daily driver anymore. Right? But let's go here. Right? Let's go here. And I'll just show you a few things. If we just go down here and we go to computer, about your PC, show you what it's got, yo. So it has a Core i7 9750, 32 gigs of RAM. It does have a 500 gig internal SSD, NVMe SSD. It also has one expansion port. I can't 3D print a new cover because I can't draw it. That's a whole nother thing. I've tried to model it, and it is beyond my current capabilities. Doesn't mean that I won't ever be able to, but I can't do it right now. I've tried. Why are we playing ads soon? We shouldn't be playing ads at all right now. Yeah, like exactly. Other than the VRAM, it's decent. And I've been playing Minecraft on it. I have my all the mods 9 world up and oops, that's something else. That's something else. I have my all the mods 9 world up and running, and it's running great. It runs absolutely fantastic. We do have a Discord. Yes, don't forget we have a Discord. If you're a supporter of the channel, you get access to some very special places for free. But VRAM, just relog some SSD for that. Maybe I might do that. I'm not having any issues with it really. It is an NVIDIA GTX 10 something, 10 something. Task manager. GTX 1650. So not state of the art, but functional. I haven't played any Steam games on it yet, so that'll be the test. Waiting on a blue screen. Hopefully you won't get one. This is stock, y'all. Like I was able to do a reset to factory after Mrs. RB got all of her stuff off of it, and it's low end mid range card, good but not breathtaking. Yeah, that's kind of that's kind of what I was thinking. Also, it's a step up, I believe, from the 1050 that I had in the gaming PC. Yes, you're pointing at me for the Discord. I'm not in the Discord call. I know it. I know I'm not. Discord calls distract me. But yeah, no, it's not a laziness thing. It's an attention span thing. Hello? No. All right. Let's see. What was the next thing I wanted to show you guys? So yeah, obviously we've got game worky good. Game worky good. I have been a little busy. I built a little bit bigger wall over here, and I also did that. I was able to put a new floor down. You guys have to tell me what you think about these floors. Istrisi was talking about how all the white is disorienting and overwhelming, and so I put in new floors. We're not going to spend a lot of time in game today. I just wanted to show you guys that and show you that it's functioning. Like it's doing good. It's doing good. I'm happy. Have everybody seen that most mods don't use more than 12 gigabytes of RAM? I have not. NeoForge really fixed a lot of that. Okay, good to know. I don't know anything about NeoForge. So this is running, right? And then I also have DaVinci Resolve, my video editor. Let me turn some of this stuff off. Camera 1, game overlay. So yeah, I've got my DaVinci Resolve up and running here. I'm working on the cigar box video for the woodworking channel, and everything plays nice and smooth. It's good. It's good. I couldn't get this kind of playback on any other computer that I was trying to edit on. I'm sure it would have worked fine on the streaming PC, right? But I don't like to come down here to edit because everything else that I need to do is upstairs. So I can edit for a little while, and I can grab a snack or do something with Mrs. RB or one of the kids or whatever. Yes. You get errors if you go over 12. I don't know why you would get errors if you go over 12. I'm sitting at 12 right now. I've got it set for 12 gigs. Oh my. Yeah. Because the mods can't handle it. Oh. Because Java, literally why? I mean, it's probably a little bit of Java, and it's probably a little bit of other stuff too. Like, who claims to understand computers, really? Even computer people just scratch their heads at computers sometimes. All the errors are the mods and not Java. Well, I mean, okay. Sure. Java forcing it to forcing crashing on it with mods. Aha. I see. So the one issue that I'm having right now, and this is not a computer issue, this is an RB when recording issue. The audio clips that I'm using for this, they sound super duper distorted. Like, let me pause music for you for a second. And let me play just a little snippet of this for you.
A very good client of mine asked me if I could make something
Do
for
you
him
hear
to
the
give to his dad
distortion?
for Father's Day. What he would like to have is a couple of those cell phone gramophones.
Did you hear the distortion in there? That's not your speakers. That's the recording. Gate it. Okay. So I have to fix it now, and I'm having trouble finding a good way to fix it in DaVinci. Well, the problem is these microphones. I have these microphones right here for all of the recording that I do out in the shop. These microphones are not good. They do okay, but you have to be very, very, very particular about the level that you set them at, and I was not particular about the level that I set them at. And so they got recorded real hot. And I've already delivered the project, so I can't re-record the stuff. Maybe do a reverb, maybe. I don't know. But DaVinci Resolve 19, this is DaVinci Resolve 20 that I'm in right now. DaVinci Resolve 19 had a voice. It had a filter on it that was voice something or other, and I had it kind of fixed in Resolve 19, but then I got this laptop, and when I installed DaVinci Resolve, it was Resolve 20. They've removed that voice thing. Well, see, the problem is this isn't the only clip that I recorded hot, but they removed that voice thing from DaVinci Resolve 20, so I can't do it anymore. It doesn't exist. It's only available in the paid version of DaVinci Resolve. The other editor that I use a lot, Kdenlive, it doesn't have that functionality at all. They didn't remove it. They just made it a non-functional feature in. Yeah, exactly. They made it a non-functional feature in the free version. Now, that being said, a lot of times you get mad when they start taking things away from the free versions and making them only available in the pay versions. I'm not mad about this, right? DaVinci Resolve for the functionality that you gain by going to the paid version, DaVinci Resolve is still phenomenal as a free version. I might get the paid version at some point in the future. I can't do it right now, but it's $300 lifetime. You buy it once, and that includes all future updates of DaVinci Resolve right now. Now, does that mean it's going to stay that way forever? Who knows? But for right now, that's how it works. I'll find a way. I'll find a way to fix this, but it might take me a while. And I was hoping to have this video out for Father's Day, which is next weekend. Since it was a Father's Day gift that I was making, I was hoping to have it out for Father's Day. I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm going to have a fair bit of time. I'm going to have a fair bit of time this week. I've got a work thing that I've got to do, and I'm going to have some evenings alone that I Father's Day was 2 days ago for you. It's next Sunday for us, a week from tomorrow. Yeah, I know we're so behind. I get it. Let's see. What else do I want to show you? Is there anything else I want to show you in the new PC? So we've got Make MKV for video stuff. Google Chrome, Fusion 360. So Fusion 360. This is the program that I use for modeling. I can show you some of the models that I've been working on for work and otherwise. Some of the things that I've made. Soon as it loads up. Fusion 360 loads slow. It's always on a word that I can't pronounce. It's always on a word that I can't pronounce. Grundlovsdag? I'm guessing dog is day. Constitution Day. Oh, Saturday, June 7th, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Oh, good thing I'm here now because at 11 o'clock, I will not be able to get to my Fusion files. Wah, wah, wah. Let's make the camera. Let's make the camera go away for a minute. So let's see. My projects. I think it's my projects. Nope. Yep, that's it. So I did this thing here. I actually drew this thing. This is a piece of rail and a sand mold for CAD welding, not CAD welding, thermite welding. We have to, the joints in the rails, we have to thermite weld them, and we have these sand molds, and we wanted a model that we could use in a classroom and not destroy a sand mold. So I made this. Grundlostdog, loves dog. Dog. It's not dag, right? It's dog. Or is that a German thing? I made this. We needed a cable support for one of our jib cranes. So I designed this, printed it out, worked like a thing. That's a Germanic thing? Okay. So it is DAG for you. D-A-G, DAG. And then I made all of these signals, y'all. Check these out. These are, I'm kind of proud of these. I'm really proud of these. I actually have to fix a couple of them. They need to be a little bit taller. But different signal masts for different signals on rail. I drew all of these. Bit less G and more pulled A. Got it. I'm not gonna try it again because I will butcher it. So it's more of a, I guess it would be more of a, is it more of like a CH sound? Like a, or is it still just, is it just a soft G? So yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I work on. That's the kind of stuff that I work on. We'll get out of Fusion so they can do their Saturday maintenance, apparently. Let's get this back. I need to, oh, I know what I need to do. I need to have a key that I can, nope. Display capture. No, don't turn that on. Turn that on. And then turn that on. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's what I want. Oh, the other thing that I probably would like to bring up here is SketchUp. Oh, probably Steam also. I don't have anything in Steam yet. I've downloaded nothing. So if I open up this, open. I think it's here. Yeah. So this is the next big project This is the next big project, and I can't decide what I want it to look like, y'all. I'm trying to design my new workbench, and I can't decide what I want it to look like. Can't decide. Can't decide. These are going to be for storage bins. So I got these little parts bins that I get from Harbor Freight. So like little pack out boxes. So it's for all of my screws and inserts and just other, like picture hanging brackets, little hardware stuff. This over here is probably going to be drawers. Maybe. Allegedly. I don't know. 1 minute. Okay. As far as dimensions go, it is going to be 3 feet by 5 feet. 3 feet, 36 by 60 inches. Yes, I watched that video. And that is actually pretty badass. She was able to find some old office drawers on Facebook Marketplace for cheap, and then she just built a shell around it. She did that for her miter station, which is pretty awesome, really. Y'all, I've been thinking about building a miter station again. I've been thinking about building a miter station in the wood shop. If I make a smaller workbench, then a miter station is not unreasonable for me. I don't know. I'm a mess. What can I say? I'm a freaking mess. So if I do the Facebook Marketplace thing and I find hold some weeks free and I can come build things for you, I mean, sure. You'll have to buy the ticket and the food and the materials and pay me an hourly wage and stuff. But yeah, sure. I'm on it. I'm on it. So let's see, what else is new and exciting in RB's world here? Push a rowboat across the sea so that I can go get it. You know what? I don't know that that's going to work out for me. We're getting into Atlantic hurricane season now. Like hurricane season has officially started. There's already a depression out off the coast of Georgia, which it hardly ever happens where a depression forms off the coast of Georgia, right? But here we are. I'm not saying it's going to turn into anything. It probably won't. I haven't looked at the weather yet today. Just paddle harder. I don't think that's going to help. Have you seen the waves on the Atlantic Ocean sometimes? Have you seen the waves? I will be a mini Edmund Fitzgerald. I can walk to Denmark from Canada. I mean, I could. Would I be welcome there, though? Because, our president is a buffoon and everybody hates Americans now. So, yeah, I don't know that they hate Americans. They just dislike our current leadership. We're not going to get into that, though. This is not a political show. Don't hate us all. Just some of us. Which group do I fall in? Y'all, it's hot in my studio. I got a fan going up here. You never liked me to start with. See, I knew the truth would come out eventually. I knew it. What's cool about this is, this is windowed mode. Discord? What about Discord? I can't get there from here. It's over here. What's going on Discord? Oh. Oh. Discrod. Do you want me to jump in that call? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I mean, it's only you in there though. Like there's nobody else in there. We do need to get back to having our monthly support meetings. Although I only have a couple of Patreon supporters. I got Twitch subscribers. And I got a couple of Patreon supporters. I think I got 4. It's 4. Can you hear me now?
No.
Oh, you can hear me.
Oh, yeah.
Now, can the stream hear you? That I don't know if I've got that set up. No, I don't think they can. Oh, maybe they can. I do have a Discord channel here. Speak, my Denmarkian friend. Nope, they can't hear that. Let's see here. Properties. Window, Discord. Huh. That doesn't seem to be, well, it says it's working. It says it's working, but it's not working because I'm pretty sure OBS doesn't show that there's any sound going to the stream. Can you guys on stream hear Istrissy? I don't think you can. Oh, wait a minute.
I cannot hear myself.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. I might know what the problem is here. Well, no, that doesn't make sense. So it says that it's pulling from Discord exe at silver/Istrissy Discord. But that's not the channel that we're in. It's pulling we're in the monthly hangout channel, so I'm not sure if that's got anything to do with it or not. It does give me another, it gives me a couple of different options for Discord, but it doesn't, I don't know. Hang on a second. Let's see if we can fix this.
If you want Windows 11, I'll bet it's Windows 11 thing.
It could be. It is Windows 11, so. Diddly dee. A pirate's life for me. So is that an application? That is an application source. All right. Discord. Nope. Nope. Echo, echo, echo. Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and delete that. Are you sure you want to delete it? Yes. Yes, I am. And then let's add it again. Let's get an application audio capture. We'll just call it that. And then well, that didn't help.
Really?
Nope. That didn't help at all. What if I go there? Okay.
Oh, I can hear myself sometimes.
Oh, hey, there you're there now. All right, can you guys hear Istrissy now?
Yeah, it's working now.
Sweet. Is it too loud? Seems like it's a little loud. Sing us a song, Estrisi.
Please no.
Okay. That's all green. It's all in the green right there,
That's
so it
in the end,
should be okay.
Singing is work.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, beautiful thing about this whole new laptop thing is I can play it in windowed mode, right? And then when I want to stream it, that's the only thing I want you guys to see it. F11 for the win, baby. Full screen. I know I'm easy to please. I'm not really that easy to please.
Well, yes, you are.
I'm pretty easy to please, yeah. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Straightforward, straight shooting kind of guy. All right, Steam.
And I think we need to recognize Diamond some more.
Recognize
He's
Diamond
doing
some more.
A really, really good work when I'm not here.
Yes, he does. I'll tell you what, I don't have a lot of mod support. Y'all on stream. Hold on. This is I'm gonna do this because this is this important. Y'all on stream, pay attention to this. I know that a lot of streamers absolutely love their mods. I got to tell you, I have got for as small of a channel as we are, for as small of a community as we are, I've got a couple of mods that are here every week, and they go above and beyond to make sure that this chat stays civil, that we don't get any BS in the chat as far as spammy links, aggressive individuals, hateful behavior. Our mods do a fantastic job. So if you're paying attention to the words that are coming out of my mouth right now, please, 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 please give it up for the mods because they do a great job every single week. Every week. I don't know why that looks like that. Let's go to my library. Yeah, that looks better. So I thought about installing Baldur's Gate. And then I saw how big it is. I forgot how big Baldur's Gate is. It's 150 gigs, y'all. Like, Baldur's Gate is bigger than most of the other games that I play combined. Like, I get it. Baldur's Gate is it's a big game. It's got a lot of stuff in it, but it's 147 gigs. 150 gigs, y'all.
Yeah, and 120 of them is graphic.
Yeah. So I've been thinking about other games that I could put on here just as just to try it out and see how they perform. I don't have all of these games, obviously, but Beholden, my middle offspring, has shared his Steam library with me, so I can install all of this.
Well, we can go Imperium again.
We could, yes, because I'm on Windows. I know Linux works now, but I'm also on Windows now, so.
Yeah, and I'll, over the summer I will go Imperium again, and I'll put it up in the E server.
Okay, so we got that. And there's been no updates to Valheim, right? Like Valheim's still where it was a year ago, isn't it?
No, there's been some updates, but they're both good and bad.
And also not anything truly significant, right?
Well, yes.
Oh, okay.
But we kind of need Sentient to explain more about that.
I see. I see. Oh,
but we lost him to EverQuest again.
We lost what?
We lost Sentient to EverQuest again.
Oh yeah, I mean that's kind of his go-to. So
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what his name is so I can drop him.
Mrs. RB just messaged me, so I had to answer her real quick. So there's only one thing confusing about how I've got this all set up now. And let me go back to this camera because it'll give you a little bit better perspective, maybe. So down here, you can see just in the corner right here, you can see the corner of one monitor. Then this is my main monitor. That's where OBS is. And then over here, this is where the YouTube stream is. This is where the Twitch stream is. And then this is where my rewards stuff shows up. So if you guys want me to hydrate or whatever, it pops up over here. And then on the OBS, that's where I've got my multi-chat, which by the way, I got multi-chat fixed. So now I can see chat from from YouTube and from Twitch, which is awesome. And then over here on this side of my OBS, I've got my activity feed. So whenever somebody redeems any points, it shows up here. Whenever anybody subscribes, it shows up over here. Also, if I get any activity from YouTube, it shows up over here as well. Like it shows that I got a subscription from somebody named Loco on. Yes, really. So it says really over there in my YouTube stream, and then it says really over here in OBS, which is fantastic. It's fantastic. It works. It works. Wait, there's an echo? Why is there an echo? Is there an echo?
I was the echo.
Oh, you were the echo. Oh. So is my microphone picking you up and OBS picking you up, I wonder? It's possible. Because I got you going through speakers so I can hear you. Could be that. Could be that. Oh, also I don't have Discord as an input on this feed. So I'll have to fix that. All right, we'll go back over here.
A great way.
Yeah.
They got NPC and trading and all that enemy ships and all that working now.
Okay, good. Good. I might have to install it. How big of an install is Empyrean these days? Let me see. Also, I have two mouse.
I got it 2 times on my computer.
I have 2 mice here, and so I always pick the wrong one. Like this one over here. This one is for stuff you can't see. That's my streaming PC, and then this one here, this is for the laptop, and so that's the one that you can see. And I always grab the wrong one because you know. Empyrean Galactic Survival. It's right here somewhere. There it is. Empyrean Galactic blah 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 blah. Install to this device. 16 gigs. I think that's worth it. I think that's worth it to install it. Let's go ahead and install it. Oh, wait, no. Let's not install it while we're streaming. That's probably a bad idea. Well, my network should be able to handle it. Sure. Network should be able to handle it. Accept. I've played this game for 196 hours, and I haven't played it in a long time. Last played today. That's not true. That's not true. Any hitches in my giddy up, stream wise, while downloading this, or is it keeping up? I mean, obviously it's 2 different computers, so the laptop is just a video input to the streaming PC now.
Well, it should go on.
Yeah, it should be fine. Should be fine. Okay, I'm kind of liking this song. It's got that kind of Irish jig sound to it, and being a little bit Irish myself, I kind of like that kind of music. Which is awesome. I do want to. Should be fine here, but I think I want to go to stream chatting for just a minute. They won't be able to hear Istrici yet, but that's okay because I'm going to add that voice channel in. Application audio capture, add existing, this one. Okay. Okay, so now that should have Discord available on this scene. Let's add it to this scene just in case. Application audio, add existing. Okay. Okay, that should be everything I need. Yeah, this is the PC mouse. This is the laptop mouse. I always grab the wrong one. All right, it says that it's still downloading.
You still downloading?
Yeah, it's still downloading. Well, it says transferring. I don't know what that means.
Well, I clicked on Steam and download the same time as you. I'm logging into the game now.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm so happy for you.
Maybe it's because I got the game installed on my computer from other device.
Well, I think that might be what it's trying to do. It says it's 38% complete transferring. So it doesn't say downloading. It says transferring.
I think it's taking it from the holder's computer, maybe.
It says that it's transferring game files on local network from device desktop ULNJL57. Which computer is that? Let me see. Is it this one? About my PC. It from the streaming desktop. I do have it installed over there, so it's pulling it from there.
Yeah, and my Steam is pulling it from the APA launcher.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It says that it's 2.1 gigs of 9.4 gigs, 41%. No. Yeah, it says 41%. So I guess this. Well, I don't think I've played Empyrean lately, so there shouldn't be any. Well, there might be save files in there, I guess. There might be save files. I don't know. We'll see.
Save files are all cloud-based.
Everything's cloud-based? Okay. That's the bad thing about new computers is trying to get everything moved from one to another. That's the bad thing. And I have what? I got what does that say? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. So that's okay. YouTube is being YouTube. It'll be okay. This is just the live stream. Everything else will get pushed over as a VOD. So it'll be okay. I promise you, it'll be okay. And it's because I'm transferring this game. I guarantee it. I guarantee. 44%.
Yeah, we got no lag on the sound here on the Discord.
Okay. Well, the Discord is on the streaming PC also, so that's actually a good sign. that
Yeah.
that that it can handle that kind of stuff. But transcoding and sending to YouTube, it's going to struggle a little bit with that, I'm sure, because of the resources. Oh.
And
Twitch just lost a little bit too, didn't it? Yeah. I may have to wait on this.
Imperial got a thing called co-op now, so you can make a game single player and log it up as co-op, and the other can join it.
Oh, okay.
So you don't even need to be on a server anymore.
I see. So when you play a co-op game, it's hosted on the computer that whoever's running it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
And when you go on the server list now, you can cross over with your friends on Epic Games.
So if somebody's using the Steam launcher and somebody else is using Epic, they can play in the same world.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And PS4 and Xbox.
Okay. Looks like the streams are happy again because I paused the download or the transfer. So the streams are happy again. I'll have to do this later because I don't want to mess up the streams. We don't want to cross the streams, okay? Ghostbusters proved to us that was bad 40 years ago.
Like last time?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened last time. I don't know why that stopped the stream in the middle and started it again. I never did figure that out.
No, you lost connection.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, there was a point on the stream, 10 seconds, where there was no connection at all to you.
Oh, interesting. Eventually, y'all, I'm going to have like infinite time and infinite money, and I'll be able to fix all of these problems, and we'll never have these problems again. But right now, it's not where we're at.
Well, I don't think infinite money can fix the internet.
If I have infinite money and I can throw it at whoever can fix it, then yes, I can fix the internet by proxy.
No, because there's other people that use
by proxy. I will be fixing the internet by proxy.
Oh yeah, some of the Valheim updates that come. If you play single player, you can make the raids on your base less or none.
Okay.
So you can, with pulleys, even on servers, you can pull the difficulty up and down. So you can make it really difficult to find something, but the raids are less and stuff like that.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
More control is always good.
Yes. I mean, if you're not that good of a player, like some of us, not pointing any fingers at anybody, but if you're not that good of a player, and you don't have a really good way to limit the exposure that you have, like the difficulty that you're experiencing, it makes it real frustrating sometimes. I play games to unwind a little bit. I'm not looking to conquer anything. I'm not looking to get perfect at anything. I'm just looking to unwind for a little bit. And when the game becomes stressful, it is no longer worth it to me.
Yeah, a game should not be a work.
When the game becomes stressful to me, it is no longer worth it. So this is my load overlays, please. There we go. This is my pocket knife. This is my Gerber pocket knife. And as you can see in the pocket knife, there's a hole right there. You know, that little thumb screw thing that's supposed to be on there. I lost it years ago. So I bought a new one. It doesn't fit. The hole is too small. So I need to measure the hole. Yeah. That's what she said. It doesn't fit. So I need to measure the hole, and I need to measure the thumb screw here. And we're going to probably take the knife to work with us on Monday. And I mean, I guess I could do it here. But at work,
we need a thumb screw for.
The thumb screw helps you open the knife. It gives you a little bit more control when you're trying to open the knife one-handed. And it looks nice. It looks better than a hole.
So it's, the knife is illegal in Denmark?
Maybe. I don't know.
You may not, you cannot or may not open a knife with one hand.
Well, that's kind of restrictive.
Yeah, you cannot walk down the street with a knife in Denmark.
That is also very restrictive. I couldn't take my... Oh, we're missing the big conversation here. You know what? There was another conversation that we could be having right now, and that is the Metallica concert the other night. Oh my God. Y'all, oh my God. I've been
so many times.
I've never been to a Metallica concert before, which after seeing them live this time, I absolutely regret not going to see them sooner. But seeing them live this time, it has been forever since I have been to a concert. I haven't been to a concert since my kids, well, since before we had our third kid. Is that right? About the time we had our third kid. So 18 years ago.
I've seen Metallica 4 times and 2 times backstage.
See, there's reasons why I hate you, and this is one of them. I don't really hate
I was working backstage.
Oh, okay. But yeah, like, so the getting to the concert was at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. So it's an indoor venue, and indoor concerts are difficult sound wise, depending on the shape of the building that you're in, right? You get all kinds of weird bounces and echoes and reverb, and it makes it difficult sometimes.
Warning, ads inbound.
We're gonna just steam on through because most of the people that are
inbound.
watching are subscribed anyway. Most of them, I think most everybody had been gifted a stub, so I don't think they're gonna see any ads. If you do get an ad, go over and watch it on YouTube.
I just called off them.
Oh, you did? Okay. But getting to Mercedes-Benz Stadium is not terribly difficult as long as there's not an event. So if it's a football game for the Atlanta Falcons who plays there all the time, or a concert like Metallica, it can be a little bit complicated to get to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And I paid for parking in advance. I went through StubHub and I bought a parking pass, and I didn't read, imagine that, RB didn't read something. I didn't read the instructions for the parking pass. So I looked at where it said the address was, and the address was at Mercedes-Benz Stadium for the parking. That's not where it was. So I punched the address into the GPS, and we go and we get to the stadium, and we cannot get to the place where it says that the parking is. And so I'm trying to figure out how to get there. Everybody's like, no, we don't have any parking right here tonight because there's just not. Okay, well, all right. I got to looking a little bit more. I went back to the email from StubHub, and I found out that's not where the parking garage is. The parking garage was a mile away, which is fine. I can, Beholden and I are both in decent shape. Walking a mile is not that big a deal. But now we're at the stadium, and it's after 5. It's after 5 o'clock. Concert starts at 6. So now we got to get from Mercedes-Benz Stadium to the parking garage, which is a mile away. And yes, we actually walked. And there are tons of people walking, and there is tons of other traffic in downtown Atlanta at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, as one might, on a Tuesday evening, as one might imagine, right? So getting to the parking garage was a chore. It took us 40 minutes to go 1 mile. Took us 40 minutes to go 1 mile. We got to the parking garage, got the car parked, started walking. We had 19 minutes to make a 20-minute walk. we had 19 minutes to make a 20-minute walk. Did we stop for snacks? No.
We don't have parking lots close to the concert halls here.
Yeah, so there were places that I could have parked that were right next door to the stadium. You know, like people who have other businesses, you know, churches, rec centers, but they all wanted $60 to park, and I had already paid $25. I had already paid $25 to park in this garage, so I'm not going to pay again, right? So we get to the garage. We've got 19 minutes to make it to the concert. We made it in 18 minutes. We walked into the building just as Suicidal Tendencies was taking the stage. And then we had to get to our seats. We're in the... go ahead.
You're not sitting to a Metallica concert, goddammit.
No. But you have a plate. You have seats that you bought a ticket, and not every deal is a deal. That's a very, very good point, Diamond. You're not wrong. But we got so now the concert is officially starting, and we're in the upper tier. We're in the 300 sections, which is the third tier up. Honestly, there's no bad seat. There's really not a bad seat at Mercedes-Benz, especially the way that they did the concert. It was a concert in the round, so big round stage, snake pit in the center, mosh pits on the outside, and then sections 100, 200, 300 seating going back, right? Our seats were good. I am not disappointed with where we were. Especially the way they had the stage set up and the way that they had the AV stuff set up, so that even if you couldn't see the people on stage, there was a screen there that you could see. You know, you could see the sweat coming off of them as they're playing. So it was a good concert experience. But as I said a minute ago, playing large venues like that, especially inside ones, if you don't have a good, strong, dedicated sound crew, it's tough, right? And Suicidal Tendencies, while they were a big name in music when I was a teenager, they are not a big name in music today. And so they did not have the resources that the other two bands had, and so their audio was rough. Diamond Anvil asked, ranked among other concerts that I have been to. Are you asking how this one ranked in comparison?
Well, Dime didn't he need to a ranking with Woodstock?
I can't rank it against Woodstock. I wasn't alive for Woodstock. Woodstock was before I was born. My parents almost went to Woodstock. They did not go, but they almost went. But we'll get to that in a minute. Don't let me forget. So Suicidal Tendencies, their audio was not great. The vocals were drowned out. You heard like everything was just kind of fighting with each other to be heard. And you know, it was fun. I recognized a couple of the songs that they played, but you know, it was Suicidal Tendencies. They were not why I was there. Then Pantera took the stage. Now, Pantera, that is one of the things that I was excited to see. I'm not a huge Pantera fan, but Beholden is. He is a big Pantera fan. Zakk Wylde was on fire, dude. Zakk Wylde was amazing. And because Pantera is a bit more high budget than Suicidal Tendencies was, their audio sounded better. Wasn't perfect, but it was better. And I will tell you this: if you're going to a concert, this is the ticket right here. I didn't need earplugs. Like, nothing hurt my ears. Nothing was unbearable. But noise canceling headphones, especially earbuds, noise canceling earbuds are the ticket, because there's a lot of ambient noise in a venue like that, and it absolutely drowned all of that out, and all I could hear was the music and the vocals. Yes, they did swap. They didn't swap. Yes, they did. Every band had their own production stuff. So yes, they did swap out. And they did not have one sound engineer for the whole thing. Each band had their own sound equipment and their own sound engineer. And I think Suicidal Tendencies just borrowed somebody from Mercedes-Benz Stadium, honestly. It wasn't good, but Pantera freaking nailed it, dude. It was a great show. It was a great show. And then Metallica. Now, Estrisi, you've been to see Metallica 4 times. I don't know who else has been to see Metallica in the chat. Have you ever been disappointed by a Metallica concert?
Nope.
Exactly. And I knew somebody else that was going to that concert that night as well. This was my first Metallica concert. This was my son's first Metallica concert. There's a guy that I work with who has been to see Metallica also 4 times prior to this. This was his 5th. And the thing, what he told me before the concert was, "You will not be disappointed. I guarantee it." And I was like, "That's pretty bold." He said, "No, I guarantee you will not be disappointed by Metallica when you go to the concert tonight." So, okay. As soon as the concert was over, the message that I got from him said, "Hey, was I right or was I wrong?" He was absolutely 100% correct. Metallica puts on such a good show. It is so good. If you have not been to see Metallica ever before, or if you have seen Metallica before and they're coming to an area close to you, please do yourself a favor and buy yourself a ticket and go. Because Diamond asked, ranked against other concerts, best concert ever. And I've seen some good concerts. I saw Van Halen when I was a teenager. I've seen Megadeth. I've seen Damn Yankees. I've seen Tesla. I've seen Pearl Jam. I've seen some good concerts. This was the single best concert I have ever been to in my entire 50 plus years on this planet. It was so good. I do not regret it at all. Everything else that I had to put up with to get to this concert, irrelevant. The fact that I screwed up on the ticketing for the parking garage, getting to the parking garage, having to walk back and forth, all of those hassles, totally worth it. Totally 100% worth it. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Do it again and again and again and again and again and again. So much.
Now think we get free parking on shuttle bus for free.
I mean, that's cool. That's cool. There was no free parking. There was zero free parking anywhere. You're in downtown Atlanta. You're not gonna park for free. Even if you're going up there for the day just to spend the day up there, there's still no place to park for free.
No, we make room for it.
I understand. And I have been to concerts before where there is free parking. There was a big Christian radio station back where we were from. and every year they would put on a big outdoor concert for Christian artists, rock bands, gospel singers, you name it. They called it the World Pulse Festival. And there was no parking at the venue. The parking was at the fairgrounds, which were 2 miles down the road. But the parking at the fairgrounds was free, and then they had a shuttle bus that would bring everybody the 2 miles down to the concert venue.
Yeah, that's what we have done here in Denmark. We made places around towns and in the towns where you can park your car free and shuttle bus always will go from.
Yeah. Now, if we did a concert like that down here someplace, down here where I'm at, not up in Atlanta, that I could see that being more viable. It is not viable in Atlanta. There's literally not a square inch of property up there that you could park a car on that you could even remotely consider doing for free. Like it's an unfortunate state of affairs, but it's just not gonna. Now, could they just open up the parking garages on the evenings of these events and say you can park here? Sure, they could. They're not going to, but they could.
Yeah. But the town is built so there is no free space over there.
Exactly. That's exactly right. That's exactly the point. There's no way that that's going to happen in Atlanta. And for as progressive as Atlanta likes to think that it is, that's one thing that they could absolutely do better is figure out a way to make events like this, community gathering events like this, easier to participate in. There's a couple of outdoor events that they do at like Piedmont Park, and even the ones at Piedmont Park, there are places around Piedmont Park to park, but you got to pay for it. Now, they're super close. You also have public transport. Now, I did think about that. We could have driven to just outside the airport and parked at the College Park MARTA station for free. But then we would have had to pay MARTA to get from College Park to Northside Station, I think it is. It's either Northside Station or one right close by there. And then we would have been able to walk, like half a mile to Mercedes-Benz. But that was going to cost basically the same amount. The pass, the day pass, or I guess I could have just done a couple of trips. But the cost to ride the train, that I guess it's about 8 miles. It would have been more convenient for sure, because I know exactly how to get to College Park MARTA station. Been there many times. So public transport does, yes, we do have public transportation in the United States. It's not great. Some areas are better than others. I think the creams of the crop are going to be the New York subway and the Chicago L. I don't know about Los Angeles, how their subway system is. MARTA in Atlanta isn't terrible. It's not terrible.
Well, the LA subway was okay when I was over there 25 years ago or so.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've never been to LA, so I can't speak to the quality of it. I do have family that lives out there, and I could ask them, but that's not going to happen right now. So
yeah, but I don't know how much they changed over 25 years.
Also true, right? Like, when you were there 25 years ago, I'm not going to say that the LA subway system was new, but it was newer. and how much have they put into maintaining that infrastructure? How much have they upgraded it since then?
Yeah.
Is it still is the price to quality ratio still still reasonable? Do they get you to where you're going on time? Do the trains run on time? Are they always late? I don't know. MARTA does okay. But I will say this. Yes, Metro Atlanta Regional Transit Authority. Yes, I think that's exactly right. MARTA is okay. The problem with MARTA is that there are times when and I'm sure this is the case for other metropolitan transit authorities as well. There's times when you absolutely don't want to use MARTA. I wasn't worried about the ride up. I was more worried about the ride back after the concert.
Why?
Safety reasons. The College Park MARTA station isn't in the greatest part of town. It's a fenced-in area. You do have to, you have to push a button to gain access to it. They give you a ticket and all that good stuff. So I wasn't too worried about the parking lot. I was more worried a little bit about the train ride itself, because there are some folks, and this is an unfortunate side effect of the world that we live in. There are some folks that like to just hang out on the trains and cause problems for people.
Now you say the world we live in, because that's only in the USA.
Sure. It's okay. My corner of the world that we live in, if that's a little better.
Yeah, I understand.
And I'm sure it's not just MARTA. I'm sure that the New York subway has its problems. I know that the Chicago,
sure.
I'm sure the Chicago L has its problems. But Atlanta doesn't seem to want to address the issue. There was just a multiple shooting on MARTA just a couple of weeks ago. And that's unfortunate, because I would love to use public transportation for some of this stuff. There are some places that I would like to go in downtown Atlanta that MARTA would be the easiest way for me to get there. But I also like to be alive. I like to have, I like to come home with all of the stuff that I left with, like wallets and credit cards and stuff. And this is not me speaking from a place of fear. It's speaking from a place of responsibility. So I decided we were going to park. Now, was there dangers to parking where we parked? I would say on your average run of the mill everyday trip to Atlanta, probably. On this trip to Atlanta, with as many metalheads as we're walking around going to and from Mercedes-Benz Stadium, I felt very, very safe. I only got one side-eyed look from one person the whole time we were walking back and forth between that stadium. And in even that one side-eyed look, I don't know that that's the answer, Diamond. I don't know. I'm not opposed. I'm not necessarily opposed to that, as long as it's responsible. But at the same time, I don't think that's the answer. I just don't. And I was going to a concert where they were going to screen us anyway, and I wouldn't have been able to get it into the concert anyway, so I was still screwed. That's the other thing. As a October 2026, $75. That's not bad for a concert. I think that's about what I paid for. I think that's about what I paid for these Metallica tickets, were $75 a piece.
And this is in a concert house.
Right. Oh, the other band that I saw when I was younger the other show that I saw when I was younger that I absolutely would rank highly, not as high as Metallica, Bad Company. I saw Bad Company in early 90s. So it wasn't original Bad Company, but I saw Bad Company in the early 90s, and it was at the Morris Civic Auditorium in South Bend, Indiana. It's a concert hall. And it was a good show. I don't even remember who they had opening for him at that time.
I'm not sure they have anyone to open for.
Well, they did. There was an opening band. I just don't remember who it was now. I've been racking my brain over this too. The other really, well, I mean, all the concerts that I've been to have been good, but when I went and saw Damn Yankees, I can't remember the name of the band. It's the band that plays the Lumberjack song, and I can't remember the name of that band for the life of me, but they were freaking awesome. The name is right there. It's right there. I guess I could Google it. Not that one.
It was Jackie that made
Jackal. It's Jackal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jackal. That's it.
But it's Monty Python that sing its best.
Yes, that was the first search result that I got, was the Lumberjack song by Monty Python. Did I already give updates on the CNC project? No, I have not, because I haven't made any progress on it. There was no update to give. 4 kilometers. How far is that in real measurements?
And it's a safe route to walk every day.
That's good. That's good.
I think the worst you can find on that route is the school kids driving on the bikes.
Kilometers to miles, 4.1. 2.5 miles, huh? Okay. 2.5 miles.
And I live in the outskirts of my town, and that's in the middle of the town.
1 kilometer. Thank you, Diamond. 1 kilometer is 0.62 miles. And you live where?
I live in the outskirts of the town.
Okay.
And the concert hall is in the middle of the town.
So, Diamond wants an update on the CNC router. I am still going to build it. I have the linear rails. I have the linear bearings. I do not have the lead screws yet. I do have a bracket for the CNC router, or the CNC, the bracket for the actual router itself. I have the Arduino, whatever, CNC shield. Yeah, the head. The CNC shield thing, I've got that, but I think I'm gonna ditch that. I know I already bought it. I'm super frustrated with myself for that, but I don't think it's going to be powerful enough. The stepper motors on there would be great for a 3D printer. Maybe build a 3D printer. I don't know. The stepper motors would be great for a 3D printer, but they're not going to be strong enough for a CNC router, unless I did real slow feeds and speeds, like super slow. So I'm still gonna build the CNC router with the equipment that I have, but I'm gonna get a different stepper driver, stepper controller setup to run it. Maybe there is a possibility of some salvage steppers, but also I was looking. Let's see here. Did I put that in a list yet? I might have. Woodshop stuff. CNC build. No. Hold on. CNC.
What about
controller.
gearing it so it run faster?
That's a possibility. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Let me go to desktop. So this one right here. This one right here is the one that I'm looking at. These are bigger stepper motors, and they're better drivers, and it's $150. Like, I feel like that's worth it, but there's only 8 left in stock. Now I'm sure I'll be able to find them after these 8 run out, but these are NEMA 23 steppers, and I think the ones that I have over there are 17s. But to your point, Diamond, salvage steppers could be good, and then micro step drivers. I already have the power supply as long as this is as long as it's the right voltage. What voltage does it say it is? USB Mach 3, 24 volt. I think that's what I have is a 24 volt power supply. I think it's 24 volt. But yeah, so now I do have this board already. So I could piecemeal it together. Just give it 220. Sure. Absolutely. They make 220 stepper motors, don't they? Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure they do. Who's that talking in the background? That's Estrissy. I'm in a Discord call with Estrissy this time. All right, so I wanted to measure this because I wanted to get the measurement on this diameter here. That says 3.8 millimeters. Says 3.8 millimeters. This says, if I don't drop it, oh God, it's rolling away. .9 millimeters. It is 0.1 millimeters too big. And I have to be able to turn it. So it would be a really good pressed fit. I don't want it to be, it's a threaded piece. So, you put it in from both sides and then it threads together. I can't show you these. They're way too small. So I'm going to need to ream it out. I'm going to need to ream that hole. That's what she said. What's the voltage of my power supply? Yeah, let me check that real quick. I've got it right over here. And it says hello. What does it say? Oh. Plus voltage, minus voltage. It says 12 volt. Ooh. Okay, so it's not a 24 volt. It's not a 24 volt supply. It's only a 12 volt supply. The voice of the cold north. Yeah, it's only a 12 volt supply. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. All right, so you metal working folks, hardened steel, knife blade steel, what's the best way to make that 1.1 millimeters bigger in diameter?
That's it.
Okay, lay it on me.
CNC router.
Damn it. I don't have one of, actually I do have one of those. I had one available to me. But boy, oh boy, that would be, getting it set up. Like, saying, hey, I want you to drill a hole right here. Can
That's gonna be a bit.
Yeah. Best way, buy a new one. Damn it. But I liked this knife. This is like, I've had this knife for a long time. I love this knife. It's so good.
No, it's hardened steel.
Hey, yeah. It's knife steel.
If you need to drill that out, use high powered drill.
I have access. I have access to I've got a drill press out in the shop. So I can use my drill press. I don't really want to do that because it's got a little warble to it. It might need a bearing job or something, but I can use mine.
No, I don't care if
But
it's a press drill or a hand drill, but you need a really sharp metal drill.
Yeah. The other thing that I have access to that would probably be better is we have a combo mill lathe in the metal shop at work. And it does run true. So as long as I can get it fixtured properly, drilling out a hole or reaming a hole or something should be fairly easy. Like as long as I can get the right sized drill or reamer. So this measures this little stud thing that I want to put in that hole measures 3.9. I guess I could go full 4 millimeters, and it shouldn't be loose. It won't be a snug fit, but once I get it in there and get it tightened down, it should. And I'm also probably going to put Loctite on it so that it doesn't back its way out.
The part you need to fit in the hole is too big.
Yes, the hole is too small for the part that fits into the hole. Yes.
Try to take that little bit and put it in a high powered freezer first.
Ooh, yeah. Didn't think about shrinking it. Make the part smaller. Yeah. So, how cold would it have to get? It's super small, man. It's so small. Like being the thing that concerns me about that, I like the idea. The thing that concerns me is being able to hold on to it to put it together.
Mine was
goes to what?
A normal freezer. Try that first in the bottom of a standard freezer.
Tweezers might work, yeah. All right, Zaz, buddy. Take care, man. Have a great day at work, buddy. If that's possible. Phone. Phone made noise. Why phone make noise? Oh, I have a prescription. I have a prescription ready. Maybe I don't have any, but maybe forceps would work. But if it's possible that just using a freezer would work, then I'll try that first because I'm not worried about how cold that's going to be. I'm talking, do I have to get, a piece of do I have to get a piece of dry ice and use that? If that's the case, then I'm not going to want to hold on to that while I try to fit it into that itty bitty hole,
A standard freezer in the world have the same temp in the bottom of it as dried ice.
Okay. Well, then I will try that. I will try that.
That's the first thing. The second thing, try to heat the knife up just below it getting any color.
Oh yeah. I definitely don't want to. I don't want to temper it at all. That's for sure.
And if you hit a white or red color on the knife, overheat it to white and put it in just motor oil.
Yeah, and requench it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. But that's the update. That's the update on the CNC router. I actually got a couple of woodworking jobs, and I was planning on working on the CNC router a little bit, but I actually got a couple of woodworking jobs that I had to do first. So, yeah. I also have a line on some custom planter beds, some raised planters. The same guy that I made the cell phone gramophone things for. He's got a couple of odd sized and potentially even odd shaped planter beds that he wants, and he's going to get me some measurements, and we're going to work him up a price and tell him how much it's going to be. What did Diamond Anvil just send me? He sent me stepper motors, NEMA 23s. How much is that doggy in the window? $20. I need X, probably X times 2, because I think for the X, nope, X is 1, Z is 1, Y front and back. I think I'm going to use 2 motors for that. Set of 4, okay. $46 for a set of 4. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. Okay. Yep. 6.3 millimeter hobby shaft. I like it. I like it. As long as they're good, as long as they work, I'm happy. $46 though. That ain't bad. Then I would just need to get the stepper drivers, which I probably could find those relatively inexpensive on eBay as well, couldn't I? Nice. Nice. Here's what nope, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Let's do this one. Desktop. These are the stepper motors that Diamond found me. Set of 4. That's what I need. 1 for X, 1 for Z, 2 for Y. I'm going to use a dual. I think I want to use a dual lead screw for front and back. I could use a single stepper motor and a belt drive to run the lead screws, but I don't know if I like that idea. The SaneSmart Genmitsu 4030 that we have at the office uses dual stepper motors for Y-axis. I think I want to do the same thing. I ran that CNC for the cell phone gramophones. I use that to cut the slot for the cell phone to sit in because I needed it to be exact, right?
I did send you a link.
You sent me a link also?
Yeah, you can.
Let me see. Where?
In the Twitch chat?
Oh, in the Twitch chat. Oh, there it is. Oh, the calculator for steel shrinkage. Okay. What do site? Oh, there it is. Shrinkage calculator.
Then you have a chance to see if it will work first.
I don't know what the expansion coefficient is. I'd have to look that up. Let's see here. Shrink. Not making any jokes about the shrinkage calculator. You're a good man, Diamond. I would totally make jokes about it if I were you.
Diamond, I'm wishing that site have what water would do too.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
No, the shrinking, the pool water.
Yeah, I was in the pool. I was in the pool. Classic Seinfeld episode. All right. What else?
Oh, in other game news, everybody is playing Doom.
Yes, there's a lot of people playing Doom. Either that or Repo. But yes, you're absolutely right. I noticed that.
And they say the game will get better over the next 10 years.
Which game? Doom?
Doom.
Okay. Why do they say it's going to get better over the next 10 years?
Because they have made a 10 years plan on the game.
Oh. So there's a gaming developer out there that actually has a plan.
Yeah, FunCon.
Huh.
And the game is even born with streamer mode.
What?
That remove all the name, server, and stuff like that when you log in, even your name, so people cannot contact you. And it filter out illegal music and sounds.
Huh. I'm just surprised that there's actually a game dev out there that actually has a plan. Yeah. Like they say they have plans, but they don't have plans. This game dev actually sounds like they may actually have a plan.
Oh, yeah, another thing, there's private servers in that game. Oh, and FunCon is working with a couple of them with the private servers. So when the main game is updating, the server will update exactly the same time, privately.
Wow. That's kind of badass.
Oh, a second thing, when you're on a private server, you can play with your friends up to 30 people. And when you went into the PvP zone on your private server, you'll go into the cluster of private servers and go PvP.
Really?
Yeah, so private servers are linked together even on your own computer servers to PvP areas.
Huh. Tell you what, I ain't mad about that.
So they
I ain't mad about that at all.
Game so much.
Yeah, I ain't mad about that.
Try to think other online games that can learn something about multi-layering their games.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that means you make a character on a private server, and when you go PvP, you PvP against other private servers.
Okay. Okay, y'all. I'm not mad at Pretzel Rocks today. The music that Pretzel has been playing, I've been playing their Surprise Me channel. The music that they've been playing, there's 2,828 tracks, total of 136 hours of music. The music that they've been playing, I ain't been mad at. Like, it's been okay. It's been okay. So maybe we stick with Pretzel for a little while longer. Because I never did find anybody that was going to be better or different or both.
Yeah, I've been looking.
Yeah, I haven't had an opportunity to really look, but I've been kind of looking. Yeah, there's nothing. The other music thing that's got me a little bit frustrated is I'm looking for background tracks for these 2 videos that I'm working on. I've got one video for the woodworking channel for the storage cabinet that I made, and then I've got another one for the cigar box, cell phone, gramophone things. And I've been looking for music, to play during like time lapses and stuff. The YouTube library, the YouTube audio library for creators is just awful. It's so bad. It's so hard to find anything in there. I could get Epidemic Sound, which is what everybody uses, but that's expensive. It's $120 for the year, which isn't like, that's not bad, but it's $120 for the year, And I know that the more videos you make, the more you invest in that as a service, the more, like the more content you put out, the price to use ratio will fluctuate, right? But for the fact that I am going to be lucky to put out a half a dozen videos this year, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's what, $20 a month? Or no, not $20 a month. That's $20 a video. I'm not going to get that money back. So I'm going to stick with the YouTube library and struggle through. I did find a couple of songs that I like that I think will be fine for the 2 videos that I'm working on. Chozic.com for free music. Background music, free download, royalty free for YouTube and social media. Are there any I'll have to look at terms of service and all that, but okay, I appreciate that.
It could be an idea.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Looks like Diamond's still on stepper motor duty. 4-piece. Oh, he's got, look at that. Man, look at that. He's got the stepper drivers, the motor drivers, 4 of them. $33.17.
Yeah,
Man,
he's stepping up his game.
He is on it. He is, dare I say, en fuego. That's exactly what I want. That's exactly what I want. Now I just need $80. 46 plus 33. Was it 46? I feel like it was 46. Yeah. Now I just need $80. Oh, crocodile. Just come to Denmark, return all my Ducans. I don't have any place to take them. Like, there's no recycling down here, y'all. There's one recycling center that's in the county that I live in. They're never open.
Well, you need to up your system on.
I'm not going to disagree with that. I'm not going to disagree with that at all. I remember back where I come from, Indiana didn't have it. Like, we had a lot of scrap metal places and stuff where you could take stuff and you get paid for it, and it was easy. But then we also bordered Michigan, and Michigan has that return your cans for 5 cents or whatever. So, like, all you had to do was take your cans back to the grocery store, and you get a deposit back on it. Yeah. Indiana didn't have that.
All stores in Denmark shall have that.
Yeah.
If they sell a thing with the pen mark on, they shall take it again.
Huh. I mean, look, I'm definitely not going to say that the system that we have is better than anyone's. We're all driven by greedy capitalists, in the United States, and it is what it is. But I mean, give me a way to do something good, right? The aluminum can be scrapped and can be reused, and give me a way, give me a center that I can take this to and sell it to you, and I would absolutely do that. Yeah, sure, it's number 2 aluminum. It's not clean aluminum. I get it. But at least give me an option. I don't have an option.
Well, we don't just take aluminum, glass bottle, plastic
Oh yeah, sure.
bottles, even
Sure. There's a free place not too far from my house where I can take glass and aluminum cans and all that, and that's, you know, that's fine. But I'd like to get some of my investment back, you know. That might be like the greedy capitalist in me coming through. I don't know, but
no. That's not the greedy capitalist in you. If everybody get the idea, you can get money back from returning your things. They'll less likely to throw it in the nature.
Yep. Yep.
So it's not nothing to be greedy about. It's something. It's a mind setting.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And if you think on it, people, I don't want to return it, I'll just throw it out. Someone else can go pick it up and return it.
Exactly. And I will also throw this in there on it, right? I'm not saying that it's everybody, but there are a lot of people out there who do this as a way to supplement their income, right? They don't make a lot of money. They're earning minimum wage at a fast food place or something. And that, you know, that extra $20 or whatever that they can get from turning in cans, that might be the difference between them eating 7 days instead of 6, you know? Recycling, don't get me started on recycling. Forced, mandated, government-sponsored recycling in the United States is a scam. It is a 100% scam because they don't do, most of the places don't do what they say they do with the recycling. They don't keep it separate. They don't, it's not as eco-friendly as they would like you to believe. But if I can take my aluminum cans to a scrap metal dealer who I know is going to take that scrap metal and send it back into the system to be melted down, turned back into usable aluminum, I'm gonna do that. This is probably going to sound conspiracy theory whack job on my part, but that's how I feel when it comes to all of the mandated recycling stuff. And yeah, so Diamond says that his mixed stream recycling goes to a centralized sorter. That's cool, right? That's good. A lot of places don't. Don't.
Diamond, we got 10 trash cans soon.
That's the other thing. Nobody wants to have a half a dozen to a dozen trash cans sitting in their house, one for glass bottles and one for aluminum cans and one for steel. It's your tax money at work, 100%. And in some places, your tax money does more than in other places.
So let's think on it. Them that are getting in the trash in Denmark is a private company.
Okay.
That's not the state.
You have a private company that comes and gets your trash?
Yes.
So do we. But there's subsidy
to the government trash places to dump it. That means that getting weight in and out and what they're dropping.
Yep. So yeah, all of the landfills, well, I can't say all of them. Most of the landfills are county, at the very least, county owned. Some of them are owned by the state, but most of them are county owned. and then the companies are government subsidized to pick up my trash company. The company that I use to pick up my trash, they don't do recycling at all. They don't do it at all. There's only one company that I can use that I can pay for recycling, and then they also get paid by the state for picking up recycling. So I pay them to pick up my recycling, and then they get paid again for picking up my recycling, and then they get paid again when they drop it off.
Well, yeah, but think on it. If you turn it around and do it, get them to do it on the Danish or the European way, you got 10 trash cans. The same people come out and empty them,
Yeah.
and then they get controlled by the state and the government where they drop it and where to drop it off.
Yep.
Anything that need to be burned, you through an incinerator, and the incinerator is also the heating for water plants in private homes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we made a full ecosystem in just the trash. The USA is a bit like France in that way, because France don't like to sort too. They throw it all out in the same trash can.
I mean, you're not wrong, Diamond. There's a reason why organized crime is involved in the business. You're not wrong. It's a good way. It's a good way to definitely launder some money. It's a great way to launder some money. All right, y'all. Yeah, bodies burn nicely too, right? So if you're burning trash, you throw a body in there, nobody's ever gonna know. Yeah. Some would say it's a racket. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Just ask Jimmy Hoffa.
Your house is now heated with Jimmy today.
Yeah, exactly. All right, y'all. It's been a great stream. We got ads coming up in a couple of minutes, minute and a half. I don't want to mess with those. But we're about done anyway. So I am going to say my goodbyes to you all for yet another monthly live stream where we just chat with each other. So thank you all so much for joining me today. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to get subscribed if you're over on YouTube. And if you are watching here on Twitch, then hit the follow button. Get notified every time we go live, which is every Saturday at 9 a.m. Good work, Diamond Anvil. Good work, Estrisi. You guys are the best mods I could hope for. Thank you so much for your dedication to the streams each and every week. It means a lot to me. But that's all I've got for this week. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll come back. We'll do this again next Saturday. You are all invited. Until then, be good to each other. Have a great week, and get off my lawn. Bye, everybody.